Howdy, everyone. I've been getting a few emails. I guess people are bored and looking for some. Sorry, just had to do that. I'm getting emails asking me how I learn these soul songs and how I learn these Jameson lines and you know Bob Babbitt and Duck Dunn stuff that I play with my band, the Tony Soul Project. And I'm like, I kind of, that's like my favorite genre of music to play. So I definitely put my time in and learn the stuff. So I'm going to break down something new that it just caught my ear. I heard a bass player, a friend of mine, breaking this song down. He didn't break the whole thing down, but I heard him breaking down the lick and saying every bass player should know this lick and this song. So I'm still working. I'm an essential worker, so I'm still going to work every day. I haven't had a lot of time on my hands, so this is my first whack at this. I'm very sorry for the shitty lighting and the shitty dungeon-esque type of place, but this is where all the magic happens, and I promise if I do this again, it'll get better. So what I'm breaking down today is a song recorded by Charles Wright called "Express Yourself." It's NWA has sampled it and used it, and I think there was an original version of it from someone, but the version I'm looking at is the Melvin Dunbar version. He's the bass player. Melvin Dunlap. He's the bass player for BT Express, and his bass line is still going to be the bass line I'm looking at today to learn because it's really cool. So, just to get you familiar with the song, I'm going to just play a couple of things and point out a couple of things. It's a great song for a bass player and a drummer because there's some weird syncopation. Usually bass players and drummers go with, foot, kick, snare, hi-hat, bass playing root 5 with the kick and the snare. Well, this song is a little different because the snare is more accenting the melody with the bass player just in the first 8 measures, first 2 bars or whatever, which is just a cool little thing to recognize if you're a bass player. Now let me play the song for a little bit. Hear that little snare drum thing? We got one more time. Isn't that cool?
Express yourself.
Now they're into the groove. Okay.
Express yourself.
So this is the groove we're gonna learn. Now, it's a flat key, it's a horn song, so horn players love the flat keys. First of all, I'm playing this 1976 Fender Precision bass. I don't have no sponges. I don't do the whole Jameson thing because I'm into the piano round sound. That's why I come from the metal days and rock and roll and shit. I've tried flats. I've tried the sponge thing, and I like having more. If I'm gonna mute notes, I'd rather do it with my hand than having a sponge under my springs. You know what I mean? So, to start out, this riff, first of all, got the bass. But this bass has been with me for 100 years. It's been up and down all the roads. It's very light, 8.5 pounds, maybe a little less than that. It's beat to shit. Mostly original, except for what I've broken and replaced on it. It's got the cigarette burn in the headstock when we used to be able to smoke on the clubs and all that good stuff. My favorite bass in the world. Most of the time I play Mexican P basses out because they're loaded and they do just fine. This bass comes out once in a while because she is my number one, so I keep her. That arm thing's for me, all the wears for me, all the tears for me. So let's get into the main riff of this song. Main riff of this song is an E flat, and it starts on the octave in root. So there's your first part. If you got that, that's your first part of the riff. Second part of the riff goes back to the root, over over to the third, which is pretty strange, but the way it all works together is wonderful. So let me just play it. So that's the main riff. I'm going to slow it down a little bit and break it down a little bit. So like I said, it starts on the root. It starts on the octave, root, back to the octave, to the third, which would be a G, A flat, B flat, A flat. All resolves. It's E flat major scale. All the notes. The only weird one thrown in is the third, which they tend to use throughout the song. It's pretty cool. And they also throw in an open E, which has nothing to do with the E flat scale. But the way they use it in the song for a couple of the little riffs sounds great. So I'm going to play that riff again. If you hear the NWA version, it's just it's a it does all pull-offs. He doesn't play the Melvin Dunlap hits every note. And that's it. So now that's the riff. There's a couple of runs, a couple of licks he does in there. I'll show you really quick. He changes in variation at the end. It's this big horn swell, and at the end he's vamping on the riff in E flat. But he adds a couple of little cool riffs that are spectacular. It took me a while to listen to him and get them, but he. Actually, he doesn't play the B flat. It's more of a go. This is more of a ghost note. That. And the second run he does is. The open E. And that's how that lick took me forever listening to it. I didn't want to go and cheat and have somebody figure it out for me. I had to listen to it over and over, and I kept questioning open E. What's an open E doing in an E flat scale? But they, I don't know, for whatever reason, Melvin made it fit. So that's pretty cool. That's how there's a bridge part to the song. I listened to it. I think I know the notes. I'm not sure if I know the exact groove, but it goes goom. All right, so now I'm gonna try and jam along with the song. This will be one of the first times, and we'll see how it turns out. No thanks. Let's skip the ads. Let's go back and see if we can get it to play.
It's
So you get the basic idea? What a groove. Yeah, those little licks. Just a fun song. Every bass player should know this lick. Because it plays in between the lines.
So that's my lesson for today. So a couple of the things you noticed probably that I did in the song was I changed the groove a little bit. I came in on the and instead of the one. He does it throughout the song a couple times. I just put it in where I feel like it should be, or wherever my drummer is going to put it, that's where I'm going to put it. So wherever James is going to put it, that's where I'm going to put it. And that's the thing about having a good relationship with a drummer, as you guys, after a year or two of playing together, you kind of start to think the same way and feel the same way and feel the breaks and the grooves and the dynamics all in the same way. And I'm very lucky to have a great drummer to be able to do this with and a great band. I thank all my guys. And how about this P bass? Isn't that one special instrument? And that's it. Have a good day. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry about all the weird lighting and shit, but I got my friend JJ is going to help me out and get me set up a little more technically sound for a few more of these videos. If you like them, click like, share it, whatever you want to do. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Love you all. Hope to see you in a club soon. Hope you're all safe. Hope you're all healthy.